And then Rondae for overall thoughts on the game, and then I'll open up the floor to questions from you, Coach, please. Your overall thoughts on the game tonight.
Yeah, so obviously we're disappointed. We really wanted to put on a great performance for the home crowd and just give ourselves a chance to progress, give ourselves a chance to work with the Hollis-Jefferson brothers longer, more games with them. Unfortunately, that hot start by Anyang and that big run at the beginning was too much to overcome at the end. They were shooting. It was a big contrast the way they were shooting and how we were shooting. It's like we were getting the good looks. We were getting just, we had air balls, missed layups, missed threes, missed free throws. So, and on the other hand, the moment Anya got open, they knocked it down, and that's a huge credit for them. We adjusted our defense a lot to be able to counteract that. We were able to get a run in, but at the end of the day, we fell short, and yeah, we just wish that we could have just shot it better to give ourselves a chance.
Rondae, could we get your overall thoughts on the game tonight?
First, give credit to Anyang. They played well, shot the ball like you said. My man, number 19, went 7 for 7, 23, 3 for 5. Jamil, 3 for 8. Rob, we did okay on Robert. But yeah, man, shooting the ball is at the 3. That was it's tough. It's tough. You go down big. We're down 19. Now it's a battle. The whole game we got to battle. We got to fight, scratch and claw to get back into the game, and that's tough. That's tough for anybody, no matter if they're Hollis-Jefferson brothers or not. It's tough for anybody to come back from that. So they had to lead they had to lead the whole game. So we just had our backs against the wall trying to fight. We give credit to our guys too for making that run, coming back, making it a close game. I'm disappointed in myself from the free throw line. It's probably the worst in my career that I've shot. Being in your head does that though, so don't worry, I'll shoot some free throws later.
Thank you, Rondae. Okay, questions, please.
Coach, can you talk about that comeback, that fourth? You managed to get it down to 5 out of that 24-point deficit.
Yeah, like I said, we were able to ramp up the intensity of our defense and really execute our defensive schemes. Internationally, we have, I personally have a lot of experience playing Korean teams, and there's a certain kind of defense you have to play so that you won't give up a barrage of threes like that. But it's a very big contrast on how you would normally play here locally. So having that switch in a few days, or them really realizing how much we need to lock in and execute our defense against screening actions is key. So when we started to really dig in and lock into our defensive rules and schemes, we forced into some challenge threes, and that's how we got our run. So it really bought in and dug in and how we wanted to defend things. The run happened, and unfortunately, we weren't able to sustain it or support it with our offense, and that's why we fell short.
Coach, you mentioned wanting to train with the Hollis-Jeffersons a little longer. Is there any news on, since they've already wrapped up the conference for the PBA and the EASL, any news on their future with the team?
Well, we have to get through our next conference first. Of course, whenever the opportunity to work with either Hollis-Jefferson sibling comes about, then we will definitely grab that opportunity. They're definitely top of the list. Of course, there are a lot of, it can't be a guarantee on how situations might change or whatnot, height limits, rules, or what have you, or you might see one of them playing somewhere else, or they might be in the NBA or what have you. So they will be, they will always be on top of our list, and we just really wish that we can work together in the future.
And just to follow up on
I
that,
think she
Rondae,
was, hold on. I think she was saying, who you picking?
Oh,
Which Hollis-Jefferson you picking?
RHJ.
Oh wow. And just to follow up on that, Rondae, what do you think about your future with TNT? Any interest in trying to play with them again?
Yeah, definitely. You know, like you said, I don't know what the future holds. I definitely love to play back in the NBA. That's my number one goal. But yeah, definitely. If the opportunity presents itself and they want me to come back and things align, then I'll be here. I love these guys.
Okay, thank you.
One day, 1 month after that bad fall, how's the neck right now?
I actually hit my neck again during the game. But it's better. It's much better. You know, I still feel it, you know, a little bit, but it's way better. Definitely. I'm able to look around now.
For Coach, you know, from the PBA Commissioners Cup, injuries have always plagued TNT. Even in the EASL in this last game, you know, Calvin and Jason weren't able to play. I guess how big of help will this, you know, short break for you guys to finally have a complete roster heading into the next conference?
That's always the goal, and the idea is games like this will help our team in the long run, especially the All Filipino, you know, giving a lot of run to guys who won't normally get a lot of minutes. Kim Aurin, Len Cobutin, you know, all these guys to give Roger Pogoy an opportunity to play at a high level. You know, as you can see, he needs a lot more. He needs to get his legs under him more. He needs to get his rhythm back. And it was very evident in the game. But for him to just play against a high-level team like Anyang would be a great jump start for Roger going into the All Filipino Cup.
Coach, in general, how would you evaluate your conference from a PBA to the EASL?
It's no secret. It's no secret that this was. I don't. You know, disappointment might be too strong of a word. We fell short of our goals, basically. I really believe that we were better than our record because every game we were in every game. It's just as a matter of these little things, closing out games, you know, getting the big plays, turn the game around, and just little things here and there. I really believe that there were a lot of distractions and talks about players who are not here. But when you see each game, and I told this to the guys, each game we were there, we were competitive. And we were a lot better than what our record says. And that means that we had enough. So, you know, I believe that we just, instead of focusing on who's not here with us, focus on the guys who are actually there in between the lines and playing and fighting every day. And if we can just get better at that, then things can get around. Because in every game we were very competitive. And in every game that we played, we could have swung either way. And we fell short of our goals, you know. We wanted to go all the way, and we just have to move forward and look ahead to the next one.
What has your optimism heightened up, especially when your dad was announced to be returning to the head coaching staff?
Yeah, there's a lot of talks, fluctuations in terms of players, coaching staff, and all that. So hopefully, all these things our team will get settled down coming into the next conference, and we can just progress and move forward and get better from there.
Rondae, from playing with your brother to the injuries and the results that followed, how do you sum up the year and the season that was for you with TNT?
First, I want to thank TNT, you know, from top to bottom. You know, everybody was wonderful, same as last conference. Sum up my conference, PBA, EASL, personally or as a whole? Personally, I think, you know, having that kind of momentum boost from the World Cup kind of, I would say, built up my confidence, made me feel, you know, like I really belong and I really can play with the best of the best. So I think just having that mindset, being able to carry it, with the approach coming to practice and games, trying to be a leader. I know the outcome didn't pan out the way we wanted to, but just having that focus, to chop wood, carry water, it just kind of stuck with me to be that way. And then watching a lot of film, helped me. And hopefully it rubbed off on those guys to kind of lead them into the All-Filipino Conference. So mentally, I feel like, I was focused, I was locked in, and from an outcome standpoint, I feel like we could have done better. I could have done better on a few things, especially you talk about the free throws as a whole. Like the whole season, I don't think I shot the free throws that well. And they'll tell you I shoot a lot of them in practice. I just been in my head, So from that standpoint, I think I could have done a lot better. I could have been a little bit better on defense. Even though you see me giving my all, I feel like I could have been a little bit better. And yeah, that's how I feel about that overall. I think it was a good season. Could have been better.
Any more questions? If not, we'll wrap it up. Coach Rondae, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.